What's up YouTube, it's your boy Kicks by King. Welcome back to my channel. Today we have another amazing video. If you have read that title and seen that thumbnail correctly, we are doing another top 10 Jordan releases of 2024. So as you guys know, last year I did it for 2023. Now we are doing it for 2024. As you guys know, 2024 was stacked with a whole bunch of heat. So making this list was kind of hard, and I did leave out one, but we'll get to that later in the video. But I feel like the choices that I made with this list was pretty spot on. So yeah, make sure you guys stick around to the end of this video because I also have a huge announcement for you guys, so you guys don't want to miss it. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to your boy's channel and also to this video. But yeah, so like I stated earlier in the video, 2024 was stacked with a whole bunch of heat. So like I said, making this list, I tried my best to make it. But what we're going to do for this video in particular, like I said, we're doing the top 10. So we're going to start from number 10 and go all the way up to number 1. So coming in at number 10, we have the Air Jordan 6 Olympics. So I felt like all the shoes that I chose, putting this at number 10 was fair. This shoe, as you guys can see, was a beautiful shoe. I had no complaints on this shoe whatsoever. The craftsmanship, the history, the origin behind the shoe is just beautiful. So how could you not have the Olympic 6s in your collection? Clean colorway, classic colorway, everything just contrasted perfectly together. And overall, I was very excited with this shoe. As you guys can see, this shoe is still dead stock. I haven't even put my foot in it. I really just laced them up, and that was about it. I haven't even touched these yet, but definitely a beautiful shoe. So like I stated, this shoe was widely available. This shoe released on August 3rd for a price point of $200. Had no problem paying $200 for this release, and overall, great shoe, and I do plan on wearing this in the future. So at number 10, we have the Air Jordan 6 Olympics. All right, guys, so moving in at number 9, we have the Air Jordan 14 Black Toes. Now, I know this might shock a lot of people that this is so low on the list, but I'm comfortable putting this one at the bottom. This is also my favorite Jordan 14 ever, but the other choices that I had, I mean, this was kind of hard putting this at the bottom, but I have to do what I have to do. As you guys can see, this shoe is very beautiful. We had that nice tumbled leather here for these Jordan 14s. They pretty much kept this one close to the OGs as possible. I had no complaints with this shoe overall. Obtaining this shoe was very easy. I hit on Foot Locker with this, so I went to pick it up and got my flex reward points for it. And overall, beautiful. Like I said, this is my favorite 14 of all time. I just love the craftsmanship with this shoe, and surprisingly, like, Jordan 14s are very comfortable to me. Like, this is like probably one of the most comfortable Jordans that I stuck my foot in, because I have the Laney 14s and I love the 14s. They just super comfortable for me. They got a lot of cushion, and yeah, overall was definitely pleased with this shoe. If you wanted to grab this shoe is widely available. This shoe released on November 2nd for a price point of $210. $210 wasn't bad for this shoe, considering the fact that history and everything about this shoe was just great. So I couldn't see myself passing up on this 14, and I didn't get the originals, not the originals, but the pair that released before these, I didn't get them. So I always told myself when they come back out, I'm gonna get them. So yeah, at number 9, we have the Air Jordan 14 Black Toes. All right, guys, so coming in at number 8, we have another November release. We have the Air Jordan 4 Fears. These released on November 16th for a price point of $215. Now, this shoe shocked me, and why did it shock me? Because this shoe pretty much sat everywhere. It's still sitting currently right now. You can walk in the store and grab these with no problem. I honestly thought that these were gonna do numbers only because it's been a while since we've seen them. And not to mention, I had to get these because I have the Fear 3s, so I felt like it was only right to get the Fear 4s. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we get the Fear 5s, and that will seal my Fear collection as far as Jordans. But this shoe was perfect. As you guys can see, I had no problems with this shoe at all. The craftsmanship, no glue stains, no nothing. This shoe was perfect for the most part. I just love the Fear 4s. It's a nice, clean colorway, easy to match with. I like the speckled paint throughout the shoe as well. Overall, just very pleased with this shoe. I feel like the colors, the different grays, the blacks that they use with this, everything just went together perfectly. So yeah, very comfortable at where I put this at the list. So yeah, we have the Air Jordan 4 Fears. All right, guys, so coming in at number 7, we have the Air Jordan 4 Bread Reimagined. So everybody know when this shoe came out, it was a lot of mixed opinions about this shoe. This shoe released on February 17th for a price point of $215. Had no problem paying $215. For all my day ones out here that know, Bread 4s is my favorite Jordan of all time. And at first, I'm not gonna lie, I did have second thoughts about it, like I'm not gonna feel the whole leather change up with this shoe, because as you know, the Bread 4s is normally nubuck or suede, but they chose to go with the whole reimagined theme, so they changed the suede or nubuck to leather. The leather is pretty good. It's not the best leather, obviously, but I mean, it's pretty spot on. I had no complaints about this shoe. I did have a little bit of difficulty obtaining this shoe. So what happened was, I hit in Buffalo, New York, where I live, but I ended up going out of town the same week that these released, and I was in Philadelphia for SneakerCon at the time. So I ended up putting in a raffle out there in Philadelphia just in case, and I ended up hitting out there with no problem. And the people back home wasn't trying to hold my pair till I got back anyways. So I grabbed these and everything went all right. But as you guys can see, we have that nice buttery leather material throughout the whole shoe. We got that nice Nike Air on the back, and pretty much it's just your standard Bread 4, just with leather. Also like how they gave us that Nike Air hang tag in black. I thought that was cool. Normally, you guys know it comes in orange, but overall I had no problem with this shoe. Such a beautiful shoe. So comfortable at putting this at number 7. All right, guys, so coming in now at number 6, we have the Air Jordan 4 Military Blues. Now, as you guys can see, a lot of 4s have dropped in 2024. So yeah, just don't be surprised if you see a bunch of 4s on my list. But anyways, this shoe was very obtainable. I had no problem whatsoever grabbing this shoe. I know there's a lot of mixed opinions about this shoe when it first came out, which I do understand, because a lot of people was complaining that the blue throughout the shoe wasn't like the true OG blue, which is true. The blue on the older pair was a lot brighter. I believe this one was a little bit more darker, but I mean, that's just a small difference. Other than that, everything else was pretty spot on. One more thing actually, the leather, the color of the leather. This one is like a more, I don't know, it's not as bright. Like the white leather part isn't as bright as the OG. The OGs was like really bright. Like you could tell, if I sat them both next to each other, you would be able to tell which one is the older one, which one is the newer one. But I didn't really care about that, honestly. This was a grail to me, so I had to grab this shoe. As you guys can see, we also got that Nike Air there on the back as well. Clean Jordan 4. And yeah, definitely was just pleased throughout this whole shoe. I had no glue stains. Craftsmanship was perfect. Yeah, I had really no complaints about this shoe whatsoever. But yeah, so guys, this shoe released on May 4th for a price point of $215. Shoe, like I said, widely available, wasn't really too hard to get. A lot of people had mixed opinions about it, but overall I was okay with the shoe, and I'm comfortable at putting this at number 6 on my list. All right, guys, so coming in at number 5, we have the Reimagined Jordan 4 While You Were Sleeping. This I got down as collab of the year, to be honest. You guys know Reimagined, their collabs are different. They use a lot of premium and good quality materials, and as you guys can see, here's another product of good quality. Air Jordan 4s, bro, these joints is just butter. Like, I love this hang tag, this little burgundy hang tag, these cream laces that I got in here, or sail laces. But they did come with more laces, but I like these ones. I feel like these ones contrasted better with the shoe. As you guys can see, these joints just hitting. I love them, the different type of what is it, details on the shoe. As you guys can see, instead of the Jumpman, we got the Reimagined logo here. We got that Nike Air there on the back. And like I said, this joint is just nice. The little premium details that they do with these shoes. You got the quilted pattern for the sock liner. Just overall nice. And even in the inside of the outsole, of the insole, you have the Reimagined logos inside there, and then also it's stitched in there while you were sleeping. So like I said, This is another product from the While You Were Sleeping series that Reimagined did. You know, they did the threes. They did a lot of shoes, the Air Maxes, just a bunch. If you haven't go check them out, go check them out. Take a look. Reimagined is just, it's just them. It's different. You don't really see a lot of people that create products just like this. And overall, I'm just very, very pleased that I got my hands on these. These will never go anywhere out of the collection. This is by far one of my favorite fours in this collection too. So yeah, mine did take a while to come, but that's standard shipping when I'm Reimagined anyway, so I really didn't have no complaints about that. But overall, shoe is just beautiful, and I'm just pleased to have it in my collection. But yeah, guys, this shoe released on September 20th for a price point of $225. Didn't have no problem paying that for this shoe because of the quality of this Jordan 4. Had no issues with that either. This shoe was available. It sat for some time, and you know, normally it releases on their website, then probably a few days after they release on the sneakers app. I in fact hit on the Reimagined website, and everything was golden from there. So yeah, pleased at putting this at number 5. Alright guys, so coming in at number 4, this shoe in particular I do not own, but I'm going to insert a picture just to show you guys. So at number 4 we have the Travis Scott Jumpman Jacks, the dark mochas. Now this shoe was obviously extremely hard for me to get. That's why I don't have it. As you guys know, Travis Scott's is pretty much nearly impossible to win on. You either got to hit on his website, which is nearly impossible, or sneakers app, nearly impossible. So I struck out as many ways as possible trying to grab these shoes, and locally they didn't have any around, so I just haven't been able to get my hands on them. But overall, I love this shoe. Definitely was one of my favorite releases this year. I love that brown, that nice earth tone colorway. Brown, I don't know, I feel like his shoes look the best just in brown, bro. I don't know what it is, but definitely one of my top shoes this year. I do plan on getting my hands and circling back on that shoe because currently right now for resale, it's not going for that much, so I might just go ahead and grab them later on down the line. But definitely was one of my favorite shoes this year. Now, I would say the shoe was widely available, but it wasn't. Of course, like I just stated before, either his website, the sneakers app, you might have been able to find some other spots that had them locally or that was doing raffles. But this shoe released on November 26th for a price point of $200, which isn't too bad, honestly, because they are Travis Scott's. You know, Travis Scott's tend to hold a lot of resale value depending on which pair it is. Overall, love this shoe. Do plan on grabbing this shoe and adding it to the collection, and when I do, maybe I'll make a video to show you guys. And yeah, so comfortable at putting that shoe at number 4. All right guys, so the shoe coming in at number 3. This shoe just released just a few days ago. We have the Air Jordan 11 Legend Blues. This was a grail to me. This was like a must cop. Like, there was no way I was not grabbing this shoe. This shoe came out years ago. I was a freshman, maybe a sophomore in high school, and I was so upset that I couldn't get these. Obviously, these resurfaced, but they came in a Lowe's, I think, in like 2020 or 2021, whatever. Correct me in the comments below. We got these in a low tops. I didn't go for the lows because I'm not really a fan of Jordan 11 lows. But once I seen that these were coming back out on high top, I made my way to get these. These released on December 14th for a price point of $230. Now, I only had one problem with the shoe, and that was the patent leather. The patent leather on these don't feel as sturdy and strong, I should say, as opposed to the other Jordan 11s that we have gotten in the past. And I just think for $230, Jordan could step their quality up when we are paying an arm and a leg for these shoes. And not to mention, we don't even get the regular the plastic shoe trees that we used to get before, the hard plastic ones. We just get paper in the inside. So I don't know. And then, you know, Jordan 11s back in the past, we used to get the plastic pull boxes for them. We don't even get that no more. So at least if y'all gonna make us pay $230 for Air Jordan 11, give us what we asked for at least. But you know, we just gonna take what we can get. But overall, shoe is fire, clean, not too much to really say. We got that nice blue sole, and the pair that came out in like the 2014, the sole was a little bit darker than this. This one is like that true legend blue colorway. So overall, I was pleased with this Jordan 11. Easy to obtain. I hit 5 pairs of these. I got rid of them and kept my 1 pair. So as you guys can see, these was widely available everywhere. And if you haven't checked out my video, go check out my video for these. I just dropped that like last week, so go check that out. But shoe was widely available and I had no problem obtaining this shoe. So yeah, we are putting this at number 3, the Legend Blue 11s. Alright guys, so coming in at number 2 on the list, we have the Air Jordan 3 Black Cement. Now, anybody know this is pretty much my favorite Jordan also of all time. The Black Cement 3s, I don't know what it is, like this shoe is just very, very sentimental to me. And I had the 2018 pair, crushed those. So I thought it was only right to get the 2024 pair. As you guys can see, they did change the leather quality and a lot of people wasn't really feeling that. That's kind of probably why the shoe is still sitting around. You can go grab this shoe anywhere. This shoe released on November 23rd for a price point of $220. So as you guys can see, we are pretty much wrapping up the end of the year and this shoe is still sitting on the shelves. So that just goes to tell you that a lot of people wasn't really feeling the quality, and you know the sneaker market is kind of in a funk right now anyway. So overall, I was pleased with this Jordan. Honestly, the leather, like I said, isn't the best quality. It's like very, very soft and it will crease easily. But other than that, it pretty much looks identical. I know a lot of people is having problems with the elephant print, but as you can see, mine is pretty much perfect. I had no pairs, everything. I mean, I had no flaws with this pair. No quality control issues, and overall was very, very pleased with this shoe coming back out. So yeah, this shoe was easy to obtain. The shoe is pretty much everywhere and it's still sitting around everywhere. So if you still want to grab this shoe, you should be able to go grab it. Just walk in the store and pick the shoe up. So yeah, at number 2 we have the Air Jordan 3 Black Cements. Alright guys, so we have finally made it to the last shoe on the top 10 list. And I know this one might shock a lot of people, but this is my opinion. My whole list was just my opinion. But this shoe coming in at number 1, we have the Nigel Sylvester Jordan 4 RMs. So this particular colorway I have right here is the Driveway Gray. He released these in 2 colorways. We had the Fence Green, which is by far my favorite. I just couldn't get my hands on those, and right now those is going for a lot of money. So I played my cards right. I ended up getting the gray pair. The green pair, which is the Driveway, the Finch Green ones, I'm sorry. Those released on July 20th for a price point of $160. This gray pair, which is the Driveway Gray pair, released on August 8th for a price point of $160. Bro, I'm telling you, this really like my favorite shoe of 2024. And that might sound crazy to a lot of people, but bro, let's get down to it. Look at the details of this Jordan 4, bro. Like, look at the back. It even says Bike Air on the back, bro. Like, when the last time we got a shoe like that? We got that nice red check mark, bro. Look at the quality of the suede or nubuck. It's like soft. Like, it was just perfect, bro. Like, even the inside of this, you got on the tongue right here, it says Bike Air by Jordan. Like, it's just like the little details with this shoe just went hand in hand. And guys, also look at this. Like I said, presentation. Look at the stickers that it came with. Bike Air, Flight, and gold. That's the logo too as well. Just like pay attention to the details. Like this joint is just crazy. Like it's been a while since we got some shoes that come with stuff like this. Even the box. Look at the box. The box says Bike Air on there. Never seen that before. Even the texture of the box, it mimics the Driveway, because like I said, these are the Driveway Grays pair. So the box came just like this. It literally feels just like the bottom of the ground. Also, look at the tissue paper inside. That's Nigel Sylvester when he was a kid. Like, look at that. Like, when the last time we got a shoe that came with some stuff like this? So overall, just fire, fire, fire. Presentation with this shoe was just perfect. I had no complaints whatsoever with this shoe. Everything I loved about this shoe, and not to mention, I wanted this shoe so bad that I traveled 4 hours to Detroit, Michigan to pick up this shoe all the way from Buffalo, New York. So that's telling you that I really, really, really had to get my hands on this shoe, and I did with no problem. I entered for the Foot Locker Flex app down there. I came to pick them up, and I was on my way back to Buffalo with no problem. So yeah, putting these at number 1, I have no problem with that whatsoever. Even inside, we have that nice gold logo there in the inside as well. So can't complain too much with this shoe at all. Everything, like I said, was just beautiful with the shoe, and this is why this shoe is at #1 on my list. Alright guys, so we have made it in that part of the video where I wanted to mention the honorable mentions, like I stated in the title. So the first honorable mention that I have, this one didn't make it in the top 10 because I wanted to keep my list short and brief. But the first honorable mention that I got is the Air Jordan 1 Low Travis Scott Canary Yellow. So these is fire. Like, a lot of people didn't like these for some reason. I don't know why. I hit on the sneakers app for retail, and I obtained these with no problem. Obviously these not easy to get because they are Travis Scott's, but all in all, I was very pleased with this shoe. The blue, the yellow, and the red that we got, I feel like it all just contrasts perfectly. Also, they did give us 2 sets of laces. We got a red pair here, and then we also have a blue pair here. So that was cool as well, but you know, that's kind of standard with Travis Scott's anyways. But overall, I was very pleased with this shoe. I love it. I don't see why everybody had so much hate. Then not to mention, you got that nice gum bottom too. I love gum bottoms on shoes. But overall, very excited for the shoe. As you guys can see, this shoe is dead stock. Still haven't worn it. Plan on wearing it pretty soon. But yeah, definitely an honorable mention that is worth mentioning. Alright guys, so I actually had a second honorable mention that I want to throw in there because I felt like I couldn't leave this one out. So the second honorable mention that we have is the Nina Chanel Abney Air Jordan 3s. So I feel like this shoe don't get enough love as it is. Like, this shoe was just like different from like all the Jordan 3s that I've seen. We had that sail colorway, and if you guys, I'm looking at it right here because I don't have it right here in front of me, but you got that nice sail outsole and midsole. The whole upper of the shoe is like a canvas material, which is in green. 2 different type of greens we have by that toe box. We have like a nice light green, and then the upper of the shoe we have a darker green towards the heel of the back of the shoe is followed by that light green again. And then what I also like is they gave us a nice orange box that got 2-3 with a Jumpman in the middle. That was fire. Also, the tissue paper in the inside was like green with a whole bunch of logos and 1988 and stuff like that. It was just fire. Also, I like the rope laces that came with this shoe and like a sail colorway. The sock liner was sail too. Also, they did give us some additional laces, which was in orange, and also it came with a nice orange hang tag that's followed with a white Jumpman. My favorite part is also the back. We have that back tab that says Nike Air. It's like leather. It's like a light white leather, and then the Nike Air is like a cotton type of material with a nice little orange Jumpman little tag on the side. So like, it was just the little details for that shoe. I feel like that was just fire, and like nobody talked about this shoe enough, and it don't get enough love. So I'm bringing it to the light that this was definitely one of the best shoes of 2024 that I've seen. And you know, some people might not agree with that, but me personally, like, I feel like that shoe doesn't get enough love. So yeah, that was my other honorable mention. Alright guys, this pretty much brings me to the end of my video. As you guys can see, these was my top 10 with 2 honorable mentions of 2024. I'm pleased with my list. Let me know down in the comment section below, what is your top 10, or what is did you like the ones that I chose, or what would you have did differently? Let me know down in the comment section below. But thank you guys for stopping on through. I appreciate, if you are a new subscriber, appreciate you for stopping on through. Make sure you stop and hit that subscribe button. Also, if you are a returning subscriber, stick around to the end of this video and hit that thumbs up for your boy, because we are still chasing the 1K subscribers. We are currently at 638 subs. We still got a lot of more work to do. Can we hit 700 by the end of the year? If so, man, share this video, tell people, like, comment, and subscribe to this video. I gladly appreciate it, because without you guys, none of this would be possible. Without God himself, none of this would be possible. So there you have it. Those are my top 10 picks of 2024. Thank you guys for watching. It's your boy Kicks by Key. I love you guys. Stay safe out there, and as always, appreciate the support, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.